Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. To see how I achieved this hair and makeup transformation, please keep watching.
Ask around them, I tell with the best, yeah. We don't really give a fuck about the rest, nah. I don't really wanna see you on my stress though. You know we do it for the bread, yeah. They don't wanna see me.
So I'm starting off with her hair, and the first thing I do is get this olive oil glue gel, and then I just apply that all around her hairline, and then I get the blow dryer on low heat just to make sure the glue is tacky before I go ahead and apply the wig. So now the wig is on, I'm just going to get this tail comb and use that to push the lace down into the glue. And I'm going to do it section by section. So I start on one side and work my way to the other side. So now that I've done that, I go back in with the glue to make sure everything is stuck down properly, and then I get the hair dryer on low heat again and then just dry that down before I go ahead to use this band to tie down the hair. Her wig previously had curls, so now I'm just going to go ahead and brush out them curls so I can get it ready for the straightener. Now I'm running the straightener through the hair just to get out the curls. I go ahead to use the tail comb to make a side part. And I go back in with the straightener to make everything as flat as possible before I go in with the hot comb as well. So now I'm taking off the band and I'm gonna get some alcohol, some spirit, and just use that to rub around the hairline where the glue is to get all the excess glue off. Now I just get some hair mousse and apply that all around the hairline and on the part to make things like flat and neat. Now I'm going back in with the glue again just to touch up a little bit and make the melt a bit more melty. And I only used one layer because she was about to take the wig off the same day, so there was no need to do like 2 layers of glue. And now it's time to move on to the makeup. So now I'm just gonna start off with her brows, and the first thing I do is I use Got To Be glue to brush them up so they can stay in place. While the brows are drying, I'm going to go ahead to apply her primer. All the products I use will be listed in the description box, so please check it out if you want to know what I used. Now I'm going to go ahead and underline her brow using the Revolution concealer in the shade C12.5. And I know I blocked it a bit, but I will show you guys what I do on the other brow. Bear in mind, I was going for a really natural brow. That's why the concealers I used are very, very close to her skin tone. You can barely see them, but the brows did stand out at the end of the day. Just wait and see. Trust the process. So yeah, what I do is I start by underlining the brow a bit lower, like not directly under, and then I work my way up, and that way I make like less mistakes. So yeah, I underline a bit lower, then I work my way up to directly underneath the brow. Now I'm getting this bigger concealer brush, and I'm going to use that to blend out the concealer a bit. Now I'm moving on to the top of her brow, and I just apply the concealer in dots. Just get the product on her face first, and then I go ahead to draw or like outline the top of the brow. Like I said, I'm going for a really natural brow, so you can't really see the concealer that much, but yeah. After I've outlined the top and bottom of her brow, that is when I go in with the eyebrow pencil. So I fill it in a bit by adding like really short strokes using this dark brown pencil. Now it's time to move on to the eyeshadow. So I'm using my James Charles X Morphe palette, and I start off with the shade called Love That. I think all the shades are listed in the description. I was gonna just use this one color for her lid, but I ended up using a shimmer later on. That's why you see me applying it all over, but I really concentrated it in her crease. Then I take this really light brown shade, I forgot what it's called, and I use that just to blend under her brow bone with the eyeshadow that I just applied. So I get this white concealer now. I'm not doing a cut crease, but like it kind of ended up in that shape, but like trust me, I wasn't trying to do a cut crease. I was just using it as a base for the shimmer that I was about to apply. Now I go back in with the first color I used. I'll just use that to blend out the edges and also the outer corner, so everything just comes together nicely. I go back in with the pink shimmer that I used to like make it pop a bit more, because I lost a bit of it when I was blending out the crease. Now I'm gonna go ahead and line her eyes. I'm not doing a winged liner or nothing, just a simple liner. Now I'm just gonna apply her false lashes as close as I can to her natural lashes. Now we're done with the eyes for now, and we're gonna move on to the face. Gonna start off with her foundation and just blend that all over her face. So now I'm just gonna go in with the concealer, and I'm gonna apply that underneath her eyes, on her nose, on her chin, top of her lip and her forehead, and I'm gonna blend that out. the parts that are a bit harder to blend out with the beauty blender, I go ahead and use the little brush that I use to apply the concealer and just blend out them little corners. Now I'm using this Huda Beauty setting powder. The shade is in the description. I don't know it right now, but I'm going to put in the description. Just going to press into the areas where I applied the concealer. So now I'm going to get the Fenty Beauty, the well-known Mocha Mami, and I'm going to use that to bronze up her face. I'm also going to go ahead and apply that to her nose to add a bit of contour. Now I'm going in with this beautiful pink shade as her blush and apply that to the apples of her cheek and just go ahead and blend that in. Now I'm gonna highlight her face using the Fenty Beauty, I think Moscow Mule. Yeah, I'm gonna use that to highlight her face. Now I'm taking this Morphe finishing powder. Once again, the shades, all the products, everything will be in the description. So I'm just using that to blend out everything and just bring everything together. I also forgot to add a bit of highlight on her nose, so I'm gonna do that now. Highlight on her nose, the bridge of her nose, and then underneath her brow, on her brow bone as well, underneath her brow. So I'm going in with the pink shade I used for her crease, and I'm gonna apply that underneath her eyes. Now I'm moving on to her lip. I'm not doing too much, but I'm gonna go ahead and line her lips with this brown liner. Now I'm going in with this KIKO lip gloss and I'm going to apply that all over her lips. Now to finish off, I'm going to go in with the Morphe setting spray and spray that all over her face while protecting her eyes so the eye makeup doesn't run. So now we're going to move on back to the hair. All I'm going to do is brush it out. I really should have gone back in with the straightener, but I didn't. But yeah, I just brushed it out. Here I'm just getting the foundation brush and using whatever was left from her face and blending that into the lace to make it look a bit more natural. And this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I enjoyed filming it, enjoyed editing it. I'm sure my girl, as you can see, she loved it. She was feeling herself. And yeah, please make sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment and tell me what your favorite part of the makeup look was. And if you don't know, I do have a beauty page. The link will be in the description. Please make sure you follow that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.